to all units proceed to your post assignments. All units proceed to your post assignments.
Skills, they're multiplying.
Alright, so
I got one more unit.
Warriors of Wolfnet.
I'm losing control.
I don't think we got any bells and whistles tonight. We're going to watch some Intersphere Warrior Madness and Mayhem. We've got Bloodbath versus Silent Sea Raven Kruger playing a Headhunter scenario. Tonight joining me is none other than Goober himself.
Good evening, everybody.
I
We'll
will
as
choose.
usual, whenever possible.
Oh yeah, I gotta tell you.
We're down coach tonight because he might be here for just a few minutes, but he's got to go babysit his kids.
I think you already know who my commanders are.
He's shirking his TMT duties in the name of family welfare and against legal supervision of minors. So we'll forgive him that tonight.
We'll choose these two as my commanders. The assaults.
Well, I think you already knew who I was gonna choose, right?
I'm pretty sure they could have been fine with, iPad.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Red Bulls or something like that.
Alright.
They don't worry about it. Nothing can happen.
Exactly. You got insurance, right?
7.
Insurance and
6.
Haha!
maybe some stuff.
Winning all the initiative.
Right when it counts.
Right when it counts.
They've already got terrain and deployment set up.
Commanders are initiated.
Great, YZD. Okay. Who are the commanders, guys?
Raven Alliance has the Omen and the Warhammer 2C as commanders.
Okay.
Tommy, what do you get?
Atlas and
Caballeros?
Atlas and Mad Kitty.
Atlas and Bad Kitty. Okay. Matt, you want to take us to the main screen so we can see a little better what's going on? We're down coach. That means Matt and or Tommy's going to be running the computer. So
If they want to see the lists,
see how it goes tonight.
you can go right here.
Let's.
Did you get the list, Mr. Goober?
We did it. Yep.
Did you have a chance to take a look at what they're running tonight?
Yeah. I see, we got that White Raven, aka the new Viper. I see that infamous Omen that we've been all awestruck with Battletech Harzel 3, right?
Oh yeah.
Invincible Omen. Yeah.
Boo.
A little bit of a heat tossing Warhammer there too as well for Mr. Bloodbath.
Boo.
Yeah. And I think I heard Tommy complaining about his he's got a madcap within a lot of speeder stuff. He doesn't have no nonsense as we call it.
It's my own fault.
How great that Omen 2 is. I've got a lot of the metal minis, but that Omen 2 is probably my favorite metal. It is such a great model.
I think.
There's, especially when you look historically, a lot of the old metal doesn't seem to hold up as well comparatively, right? But that's some of the
Mute
newer
them?
sculpts, and yeah, it's been really, really well done.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, one of them.
So let them go.
Let him go.
Me too, now, that
The
is
only
one of
worry
those
is if
ones
there's an
that is
echo.
on the list to get from Aries,
And I'm gonna go check it now.
Go.
Alright. Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Oh, I'll need it. Good luck. It's like kissing your sister, right?
Yeah, the brand new.
You're trying to defeat your own list.
That's the Omen that just.
I'm not going to make a comment in case they listen.
You don't have a
My
sister.
right and left's wrong already.
I think it's the first time I'm seeing a Spec Ops paratrooper. That list from Tommy. I've seen all kinds of infantry. I think it's the first time I've seen a paratrooper used.
We've used them through testing and conventions a lot in the past.
Nice.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, you can drop those
He
barrels.
doesn't have a veto.
Yeah.
And Tommy chose those units out of the 350 list that I used at Adepticon, so.
Curious why the paratroopers made it
Pretty
through this
hardcore.
battle.
is
Echo?
Pretty hardcore echo.
it's nothing to drop from, rather than
We could-
expectations.
And one damage at 1 at short range and a 2-inch movement profile. That's skill 3.
Well, he's gonna hit what he shoots at.
Well, if we can get a range, that'd be great.
That's the key right here.
So we gotta be careful right now. We gotta minimize our smack talk because they can't hear us.
Well,
This time.
I gotta eliminate that because you guys have pretty hardcore echo going on.
Do we? Oh, okay.
Oh,
There we go.
probably reverb.
So I got you through the headphones now again.
Yeah.
All right, now we can bash them unabatedly.
Right.
Well, somebody's gonna be listening to the headphones though.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully they can still hear us out of the Yeti.
They can still hear you out of the Yeti,
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
but
I got chills in
Oh.
mine.
We still haven't figured out how to run the chat though, too.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with the chat. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to.
Chat's running.
Yeah, the chat's running. I just can't get it on the screen. You guys are just gonna have to either ping Matt or Tommy if you have a question on their phones. Hopefully we've got
We'll improvise.
notifications up or whatever. I gotta go check.
We'll
see if
improvise.
this-
We'll improvise, or we'll just talk about like Leviathan or Warhammer 40K or something. You know, we'll figure something out.
See you guys.
Thanks, Coach.
See ya. Have fun babysitting.
All right, you turn, Burns.
All right. So did he say that neither of them will be listening to us talking?
No, he put us on the headset, so I don't think they're going to be able to hear us actively.
Oh, okay.
I'll,
Well, this could be an
I'll
interesting
jump on
Thursday night throwdown.
Discord when I get a chance here.
That's all right.
That might help.
That's all right.
Then we'll hear what if we have a barking or something.
Well, how's the weather down in Illinois? Michigan.
Michigan. Yep.
Michigan. How's the
Not too
weather?
bad. A little cooler today, but not too bad. Normal brisk spring. How about
Yeah.
you?
Well, we had that beautiful Minnesota sunshine today, but it wasn't as warm as it advertised.
Mm.
Kind of a upper 60s, lower 70s kind of day.
Are they on Discord?
The lake looks inviting, but
I think you're on private Discord.
the temperature says no, don't do it.
Your turn.
Yeah.
There's the Atlas moving up there.
Yeah. Now, is it me or does it doesn't seem like we got as much terrain in play this week? I don't know, just visually.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 10 pieces. 'Cause
It
the
just
building
looks
is coming-
sparse. Yeah.
Right.
Get
They
out
just
of
kind of,
here,
well, they
you
did
idiot.
layers, looks like,
Yeah.
more than anything.
Yeah. Been more
Denying-
spread out. Yeah. A lot of stacking.
Yep.
Yeah, I see
denying
buildings on
lane
hills
fire,
now.
taking full cover.
Hmm.
They forgot to start the timer. I'll send them a text.
If that's the worst that happens tonight, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll get much worse before it gets better. Tonight.
All right, I got a earpiece in.
Oh, can you hear us?
Yep, 5x5. So that way,
Excellent.
if you need
Excellent.
to yell at us, I can hear.
Okay. Start your timer. Oh, he probably didn't tell you how to set the timer, did he?
I can start timer on my watch.
Sure. I can also tell you how to do it if you wanted to play it
All
on
right,
the
timer
stream.
started.
Okay.
Damn Texas bike.
That was picked up live.
You know what they say, better out than in.
Immortalized on YouTube. Don Newkirk says storms blew through Texas. Nice. Oh, that's probably in reference to something else.
Let's see if the battery holds out. Yeah, that might be the actual storms that came through a couple days ago or last day or so.
Oh yeah, I was thinking he was referencing the
The other.
breaking of just now, but I forget that the YouTube stream is on delay about 20 seconds. He was predicting the future.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, let's kind of talk about these lists. We got a lot of heavy hitters. Let me open up that list again. Raven Alliance. That White Raven. Okay, so do you know it? Are you a lore guy?
I know that mini, like, I think the White Raven is their special version of, like, the old Viper out of the 3055 book.
Why does it look like a fighter jet with legs?
That's,
What's the lore behind that guy?
I don't know the exact lore of that, but that was when there was a lot of, I will say, exotically weird art going around. That's when all, like, the crazy Phoenix Hawk 2Cs, Griffin 2Cs, a lot of that super Japanese anime style art was going in it. Kind of right before the lawsuit era. So there's a lot of weird stuff that was making it in there because
So it's like some kind of like some kind of a bastard child of a transformer somehow.
That's what I think. It's kind of one of those where kind of half converted lamb mechs. It almost feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like half fighter jet just on some crazy thin bird legs that are kind of obscured by the card. But if you look at it like on the mall and see it, it's got the thinnest chicken legs on the planet.
Sure. Let me just look up, open up Master Unit list real quick. Is there a lamb version of the White Raven?
No, it's a regular mech. There was never any like kind of converted or that. That's what was always kind of weird about it. It just seemed like one of those, kind of that half mech conversion that you would normally see with a lamb, but it's just the mech.
Sure.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, and it's got that that vertical fin on the back, which looks just like the back of a fighter jet.
Yeah.
But okay. I'll open up. Let's see what Sarna has to say about this mech.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I was about to walk in the other room and grab my 3055 book and reread that. It's been a while.
White Raven, otherwise known as the Black Python.
The White Raven came out in a novel, almost as a mistake, or at least the fandom thought.
Doesn't really say much about its curious design on Sarna.
Shoot face for Tommy.
Medium. Partial.
In German products, the unit's proper clan name was translated to Schwarz Python.
5, 6, 7.
That's what's great about German is everything sounds so cool.
It sounds like you're swearing and angry no matter what you say.
Yep, everything sounds like.
Where's the
Who's
dice?
on the swing egg?
That said, this Black Python, which designated Viper by sphere mid-base, though it is faster than those heavies, it has weapons load up with comparable damage.
Alright.
In order, its expensive
3,
second line
4,
mech
5,
avails
6,
itself
7,
of all
8.
weight-saving technologies that were at the disposal of the clans, including an XL engine, Endosteel. 11 tons of ferro.
There's an Addy in there.
The dice sound like a brick wall coming down.
Black Python mounts 5 jump jets and propel it up to 150 meters at a time. Doesn't say anything about its curious design at all, which is a little disappointing.
I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds. Let me go get my 3055 book. I'll try and see if there's something gleaned in the old text.
You do it. So anyways, White Raven, said and done. That Omen too. So Battle Hargel is a curious special. If nobody listening to or watching the show tonight has looked up that special, you really should ought to do it. Battle Hargel gives your mech a considerable greater amount of durability. As long as it has armor remaining, it will regenerate armor points in the end phase or maybe at the beginning of the next round. I haven't looked up them. Anyways, it will gain 3 hit points back
9
as long as it has any armor remaining,
Good job.
which makes these guys notoriously difficult to take down.
To the
That's if you play your cover and manage your TMM and targeting modifiers appropriately.
Dude.
Just maintain any
Orion is first going to fire his snark
armor.
at the Ryokan. 3, 4,
So,
5,
fine
6,
mech.
7 with,
Fine unit, great mini.
fresh
Pick
cover.
one up today. Today.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Miss.
You'll enjoy that skill freeze across the board.
Oh, I know I will. Oh, I know. 1, 2, 3,
Raven Alliance is delivering skill 4s tonight.
5, 8. Oh,
I see a lot of
horrible
ones.
roll
Twos.
there.
Ouch. That one sucks.
Nothing.
Hey, Matt.
Send it. I already
Matt.
sent it.
Maybe he
Go
can't hear
ahead,
me.
Diablo.
Oh,
Alright,
can
so
you
what's
guys
the
start using those poker chips to show who's shooting who?
Latest?
If you have them.
We are.
Atlas can't fire. I already sent it. I missed.
Oh, there it is. I didn't see those. They just happened to be hiding behind the hill. Sorry.
It's okay.
So I'm looking
Atlas
at
has no shots.
the book now. There's nothing about its
Origin.
why it's designed that way, other than saying that its angular armor plating was to deflect blasts away from the point of
Phoenix
impact.
Hawk will fire at the
And give it a
Warhammer.
striking
I believe
profile.
it's
Why not?
And BJ3 only regenerates.
I would love it
2
if the
points.
lore was like
Correct.
some scrappy
Not 3.
periphery mechanic.
One less than-
Yeah,
Found
just
a
some
down,
amalgamation
like a
or
Kurzig
something.
Yeah, found a downed Kurzig and combined it with the legs of, some other mech that he found. Just scrap the two together.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe when we get a resculpt, we can get some updated
Right. Yeah.
origin story for it.
3, 1,
The legs kind of look like a.
3, I jump 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9s to the Warhammer.
What's your favorite medium?
Black Liner.
They look like black liner legs.
Ah,
3, 4, 5, 6,
Little
7,
chicken
8,
legs.
9s to the Warhammer.
this thing doesn't have an official mini, does it?
No.
Miss.
Let me see if
So
I
I'm
don't
using,
think this one has an
black
official
lights on
mini.
them.
That's medium.
Black pipe.
Wasp.
Let's try again.
Firing at
It
the
does. Look at that. There is a metal
White Raven.
metal mini.
3.
Oh, for the Black Liner?
Jump 4,
the Black
5,
Python.
medium range.
Yep, there is an Ironwind
7,
metal
8, 9s,
mini, and it doesn't look anything like that art. It doesn't look like an
Partial.
airplane.
10s. 3, 4, 5, 6,
The metal
7,
mini.
8,
Yeah.
9, partial.
We'll say this one does not look as beautiful as the Omen.
Yes.
That's all I will say. But I'm looking at Ares Games and Minis, so if you do want a Black Python metal mini, go
Yeah, I
to
do on the White Raven.
aresgamesandminis.com.
Hold on.
When in doubt, check it out. Because chances are
Yeah.
it's there.
Yep,
Oh.
yep. I'm waiting for them to do like a tortoise battle armor mini.
Oh,
That'd be
I'm
great.
sure.
Or a tortoise 2 rather, because I don't think there's a tortoise
8.
1.
Weapon.
Already got a crit.
Alright, so now it's Matt's turn. Blue.
Two armor crit on that poor guy. There's no way to start.
Oh,
You want me just
like he
to
didn't even have a
go on to
chance.
the red attack.
Just go right back there to the wasp.
Oh, yep.
I don't know about you, Goober, but I've got a heck of a time seeing what's happening. The signal's
Yeah,
not
but-
coming through great live for
Yeah, I'm
me.
getting a lot of chop. A lot of chop.
No, it's
So
coming through
sadly,
clean on the stream, but it's not coming through clean so that I can see what's happening.
Yeah, we might have some delayed commentary based on what we can see.
10, 11.
That would make us sound professional.
Wish we'd have a reason.
Natty.
One hit.
Oh, another natural crit, it sounded like.
Oh, one.
Nice. Let's get those crits flowing, baby.
Got an 11.
11 engine.
Ouch.
Have fun with your wasp.
Engine.
Now that it's hot.
Yeah, and Matt's Force, while only 5 mechs, is everything hits like a truck. I mean,
Right.
I think the lowest damage is that Warhammer, but that's throwing 4 damage plus 2 heat.
Right.
Everything else is like 6s. Oof, and up.
There's a lot of friendship missiles going around here today.
There it is. Yeah, if you don't duck, you're going to have to tuck around here. Oof.
Right. Not a lot of long range hate, but yeah, that medium range bracket with their stuff today is pretty good. Oh, we never actually said what
Same target.
Tommy's running.
Oh, yeah, we got kind of caught up on that White Raven, didn't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, Tommy's got the Camacho's Caballeros. He's got a nice Mad Cat Timberwolf A, 773. So it's like a truck. Get skill 3. We got the Atlas C2, 664, skill 3. It's got a nice overheat too, so it can definitely lay down some pain when in doubt.
Miles of structure.
Oh, I know it. That thing's just a tank. We got a decent Orion, 552 on that guy, skill 3 as well.
The ON1 MD.
MD, yep. The doctor's in the house. We also got a Phoenix Hawk 3K. Nice little 12J with 332, so not bad. Good mover. A rarely seen Wasp, 1S. 210. All energy though, at least. Skill 3 as well. Then a Spec Ops Paratrooper with nothing to jump from. It's skill 3.
For what?
I didn't think anyway.
What? Let's do it. I will say their duty is fulfilled
Colors of heat.
at somebody once
Well,
this
you
game.
use
Yeah, if they land a damage, I will be thoroughly
First time
impressed.
we use heat.
They all get commendations, triple commendations.
4, 5, 6,
Yes.
10s.
2 inches of move and short range only.
10s.
Lots of sprinting in their future right now.
Cacti.
Just screaming at the top of their lungs, running as fast as they can. It's
Yeah.
like that scene. What's that scene in
Missed.
oh goodness gracious, Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail.
Close.
Those guys are running across the field, and they're like running across the field forever and ever
Yeah.
and ever. Not getting any closer. That's what these guys are doing.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with partial. Ooh, that's better. Natty.
Yeah, those 3s are going to start coming in handy.
Hits.
You know, I gotta hand it to these two because you know, they're already like most of the way through the firing phase, and it's not like only 40 minutes to go on the
4
clock.
hits total.
4 hits.
So bravo
Yeah.
for them for moving quickly.
Well, we're not dealing with any special ammunition this week, just kind of standard giggles. So it should just be, kind of
Standard
old
giggles.
form.
Finally.
Yep, just playing a game for the joy of playing a game.
Playing a game.
You know how many times I have never got. This is like the first time in like a long time that it's finally in the dirt.
Alright, the Vulture did not have a shot. So
You get any games in lately?
let me double check.
We've been playing the last 3 weeks now. We've started up doing a little bit of pickup game Tuesday at our local game shop, and we're having a mix of classic Battletech and Alpha Strike. So trying to get things going from a kind of reoccurring momentum there. So yeah, I was able to play a little bit little Alpha Strike, little classic last few weeks. So
Go back to the main street.
Yep.
Did you
Had a couple of newer players up
Yeah,
to my
I marked
place
damage already.
over last
I just
weekend,
wanna
and we
know how
threw
to-
down some dice.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't really get a lot of games in much, but
Yeah, I
we'll
was
do
just wondering
two
how
over the
to
weekend. I'm
put
trying to get
the,
together with Papa Krull and do some
Don't worry about the time, I got
campaign testing. Working
I was
on
Oh,
about to
nice.
say the,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's to the guys after a few weeks they've started asking, hey, we want to run a little Merc campaign, and I kind of knew that was going to be coming. So we'll probably start throwing that in there too as well, as long
Nice.
as having kind of open tables. So, but yeah, we started with about 4 people. We're already up to about 6, and that's without kind of my regulars even being able to show up the last few weeks. So hopefully
Nice.
we'll be in the double digits here in the next few weeks.
Clan is growing.
Round 1, brought to you by Headhunter.
There we go. Hextech, of which I believe we see a few buildings on the table right now.
Finally detailed, finally painted, and
High
well
quality 3D
displayed.
printing.
Yes.
main screen.
Bring your tabletop to life with Battlefield in a Box.
8.
Only at Hextech.
Oh, damn it.
10.
Good job.
Language.
Don't worry, the kids are with Pro, so
Right.
it's
That's
okay.
right. That's right. Yeah, coach is babysitting the kids, so they're not listening
Yeah.
right now.
That's exactly.
Coach is reading the Krinsky trilogy for bedtime story.
I didn't know if he was doing that or reading out that new Clan Spaniel source book, for cartoon propaganda.
That's right. Get that omen in the battle there. Sweet, sweet.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to worry about
know.
bullets. He's self-healing.
Yeah. When do those armor pips come back? I guess I should probably look at
End
that.
phase.
Cool.
I
That's a
think
really
that's
cool rule. It
end
doesn't come out.
phase, right?
Probably.
Two.
I know as long as you have armor remaining, you get them back.
Regenerate 1
Yeah, once you go to
minus
structure-
BHJ.
Matt's talking. I think he's sharing it.
Sorry. Yep, sorry.
What's that, Matt?
During the end phase, if you still have armor left, the BHJ3 can regenerate only 2.
So why is it called 3?
That'd be a great question to ask the rule writers.
Uh-oh. Feel a Kestro comment coming.
Your turn. I moved 2 units.
Let's look and see what the rule states specifically. So there's a BHJ with no number associated. That's not the one. That's Battle Mech Hargel.
Yeah.
Must be in the other section.
Oh, 3 isn't a value. So Hardgel 2 and Hardgel 3 are just different versions, not so much a value.
There it is. BHJ 3.
Page 83. Yep.
Yep.
In your Alpha Strike Commanders edition.
The funny thing about BHJ and Hardgel is in Classic, you can't salvage that. You have to get a whole new torso.
Interesting.
Really?
So it's Hargel version 3, not.
Yeah, there's a version 2 and a version 3, and it basically does 1 less point than its version for the 2 and 3. So a 2 does 1 point, 3 does 2 points. I
It
would
could
have
have been named a little bit easier, but whatever.
Yeah.
If we wanted an easy game, we wouldn't play Battletech.
We will not have intuitive rule sets. How dare you?
We demand it not be intuitive. The audience
This is-
demands complexity.
I just love how we have a sprinting unit, aka that infantry, and no TMM. It's doing its
And he's
best.
still-
I just want a mod, Dad. I just want a modifier.
There's one of the commanders there hiding behind the building. Is that the what was that?
I just
Warhammer
picked it up
2C?
too.
That's
Warhammer
Warhammer.
2C. Okay. I was gonna say I see the vulture. I was gonna do a process elimination. What don't I see?
Right.
That must be it.
Yeah, so we got the Warhammer hiding behind the building there, right next to. I believe that's the.
Vulture hiding?
Is that the vulture that I'm seeing?
Yeah, it should be the Vulture Mark III.
I think the Raukin's hiding behind the one of the top towers. Then we got the Omen right there in the woods, and then the White Raven there on the bottom left of the screen.
I think that Warhammer is going to have some line of sight to that. Probably one of those top two mechs, if not the Mad Cat and the Orion. I think those are up there. I don't think it's completely concealed.
Methinks you are correct.
Because I would say it's a shame to not throw heat dice at something.
Right.
It'll have partial if they don't move.
Oh, they still haven't moved up there. We'll see if they want to
Come out and play.
Matt lost his
come out and play with us.
The Mad Cat's got plenty of movement. 10-inch profile. It can draw a bead if it wishes.
Yeah, it is a very nice mech and classic as well in this game. He's very rarely do you see a clan unit not running a Mad Cat for sure.
I would love to know who designed, the original designer of that mech, because it seems to be one of the most iconic designs. I think a lot of people fell in love with the Battletech universe, probably because of that mech. I know I certainly was. That was the first one I can remember back in the old Mech Warrior 2 days.
Yeah, besides the Atlas, it's literally the flagship mech, right, from a visibility standpoint.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just aesthetically pleasing. It's a great design.
It is.
Just
Uh-oh.
with eyeballs,
Smoke.
eyeball design.
We said no special munitions, but I see smoke. I see smoke.
Ryan coming up to take a poke.
The Orion 1 MD says, I am not afraid. I think he's checking for short range as well, so things will get interesting.
Good placement, Tommy.
Ryan's got 5 at short range. With a skill 3, he's going to be hitting most of them.
Yeah, he may take a little heat, but he's going to give that Warhammer something to think about. And being backed up by that Mad Cat's definitely going to help. That's going to be potentially 12 pairs of dice coming back at that Warhammer.
Sure, and that's about all that guy could take anyways. What does he got? He's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 armor, 8, 9, 10, 11 structure.
Yeah, they might be able to.
Really quick way to vaporize a Warhammer.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. If he rolls well, could it be a bad day for that Warhammer? I wonder if he'll overheat that, knowing that his life is at risk.
Only one way to find out. Stay tuned.
That's right. Stay tuned.
This round on TNT.
That White Raven making a nice aggressive jump maneuver. Like it. The bird getting on his perch, as it were.
Oh, that Mad Cat's the commander as well. Okay.
Yeah, seen that token there. Yeah.
So this is the Headhunter scenario where both teams have 2 command units, which are the objectives. As with all Alpha Strike 350 scenarios, there's always a total of 4 objectives to be won, and each commander downed, like destroyed, is an objective, and then they drop a little 1-inch round
Token.
template,
Yeah.
token, and that represents either the commander themselves or some piece of like technology that the mech contains. And anyways, the second set pair of
Good
objectives is
placement for you,
go
I
and
think.
grab those objectives.
Not good
So
placement for me.
2 for
I should have kept
Matt
it right. Okay.
and 2 for grab the objective.
I think this might not-
Yeah.
And by Aaron, did I sound?
We'll see if that.
Guess I got to talk.
You seem to break up just a smidge, at least on my audio. The table seems fine, but every now and then you seem to break up a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Diablo.
We're still good. We're still at short.
Alright, I'll shoot
See,
first.
Don Newkirk in YouTube chat wondered, did Stackpole design the Mech hat? I don't know. Good question. Good question. Inquiring minds.
Okay.
Attack phase.
Came out. I can only imagine. How old is Michael Stackpole? Is he old enough to have designed that?
I don't
Hey,
know.
he is.
Red
He
Attack
is.
might be a better view. What do you think?
Mike's a good cat to talk with.
Yeah, he's such a, he was at Adepticon and there was a few
Maybe
people
I'll
like,
just
oh, I don't know
switch
if
it
you have
to
approached him.
blue
I'm like, he
and
is one of the most approachable, nice people to chat with. Like, he loves it. Just a good guy.
Yeah, right there is good. I think that's good. We'll
Shouldn't
switch
don't want to talk to anybody?
to the attack.
They're regular people that you could like
That's
enjoy
right,
being with.
attack is the...
Right. He's human?
There we go.
Cool.
That's good. You got a chance at both of them. I just don't know what the range is.
This line of sight brought to you by Johnson.
Oh, he
Haha,
did
we
it.
got the Johnson.
Yeah,
He's whipping out his
whipping out.
Johnson.
Whipping out his Johnson.
Timberwolf, please.
Yes, sir.
5 instead of 6 because that weapon hit. This will be kind of tough. 4, 5, 6, jumped.
Sarna says that the Timberwolf / Mad Cat was originally depicted in technical readout 3050.
You'll
True,
have at
the-
least one.
now-
more in there.
The only kibosh I'll put, that's when it
That's the only
originally
hit
hit the
one.
tabletop game.
it's
But I
only
will
hit-
say it was in the virtual
knew it.
world Battletech pods
I knew it.
as of version 2.0. So I think the design predated the tabletop game.
What is it?
And that's why I'm
Interesting.
wondering,
Weapon.
yeah, I'm wondering who designed that. Because that's technically if we're looking for the original designer.
Well, technical readout 3050 was published in 1990. Do the pods predate that? I don't think so.
Yes, they do. They do.
No way. No way. Are you
Yes.
serious?
Yeah, the clan mechs appeared in the pods before they appeared in the tabletop game.
I
Well, no,
remember
but I mean,
picking
th-
up
those
first
the
original
pods
30,
video
50
game can't be older than
TRO
1990.
bookstore.
The video game graphics were not that great at that
Hang
year.
on. Let me
They weren't anywhere close to being able to do that kind of graphic.
let me see if I'm stupid, because there's a very good chance I am.
'Cause I remember video games back in the early 90s. That was like Asteroids.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
Asteroids blew my mind in the early 90s because it was so cool. And that is not impressive by today's
Oh,
standards.
they were founded in 1990 as well. So
No
we-
way!
Going to the
You gotta be
Yes.
kidding me.
no,
That's
sir.
insane.
Yeah.
4. It is short.
Oh
Is it
man,
just 2
That's
heat,
pretty
2
impressive.
damage?
I'll have to do some research. So let me, because I know there's a couple people on the virtual world side. I'll ask if they know. All right. To be continued in next
4 damage.
Thursday night fight. I will do some research.
2 regular.
All right, you report
2
back,
heat.
sir.
Okay, yeah. 4 sets. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Well, let's just do a Google search maybe.
5, 6.
Who designed the
That's 2 heat.
Timberwolf
And 1 damage.
look?
The regular one misses.
So 3 damage,
See if that does me anything.
2 heat.
2 heat out of that Mad Cat.
My Google- my-
sorry, Warhammer.
My Google result comes up with this. First introduced in 2945, the Timberwolf designed by Clan Wolf.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Oh, that Mad Cat's down to structure and it's got 2 heat on it and a crit.
I'm gonna throw 6 sets from the Vulture to the Atlas.
Ooh,
There's my. Sorry.
that mean vulture picking on the Atlas. Nice.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's a miss. That's a miss. The rest are hits. So 4 damage.
I don't see any credits online for who designed the original look of the Mad Cat.
The Ryokan will shoot the same.
But I would be interested to know because that's whoever designed it did a good job.
Oh, looks like on YouTube chat, Tim Skelly for FASA back in the day.
Is it raspberry jam?
Or at least yeah, Chris and Don are kind of talking about that. So it seems that Tim Skelly did.
Okay.
4 more damage.
Well, props to those guys for knowing that factoid.
A man that does not get enough recognition, obviously, if we don't all know it. Shame on us.
That's no shot.
Looks like that's a line on Reddit.
Ah,
Designed in 1989, Tim Skelly, a software programmer for Incredible Technologies,
Oh no.
created the first Omni-Mech, the Mad Cat, under the auspices of the Virtual World Entertainment,
Weapon.
who'd gone to
oh,
create
yeah, I
three more
told you. I
Omni-Mech.
thought it was for the
All right.
pods first. Yeah,
you
I
go.
thought.
The Vulture, Loki, and the Thor, all for the Battletech pods, while Jordan
Yep.
Weissman's original plan called for porting over the existing stable of battle mechs. Technical limitations made this impractical. Cool. Props to you too, sir. Good job
Wow,
knowing
that's
that.
right. Yeah, I knew there was something to it. I was like, I know we predated it. It wasn't by much, but it was right on the heels. There was obviously a cooperation going on, but yeah, it hit the Battletech centers first.
3, 4, 5s. I got LRM.
Beans are cool. Tim Skelly created the basic
It hits,
designs, and
so
Steve
it's smart.
Venters
Yeah,
turned these into
whatever
Omnis
smart.
we know. The blueprint style drawings in TRO 3050 are by Venters, as are many other early Omni-Mech depictions.
Okay. I got
Cool
1
beans.
LRM
Cool
damage.
beans.
Well
Good
done.
job, everybody.
Well done,
Good job,
guys.
Hive Mind.
Damage.
We all clap
That's
each other
right.
on the back. I asked the question.
I'll do the
I asked the
LRM
question. Let's not
damage.
forget.
That's right. You started.
It'll be
You
Sometimes
started.
you have
the
to ask the right question to go to good places.
That's right.
I didn't know anything.
Like a good host, right? You know, just ask some nice leading questions, and
Watch the magic
That's
fall into
right.
place.
that's right.
Blue was the LRM damage. Blue was LRM damage. Okay. 3, 4, 5s.
Atlas shooting Vulture, I think.
Vulture, yep.
Blue misses. That one misses.
Yeah, weak sauce roll.
And the rest
Wow.
hit. So
Lots
3
of-
damage.
Good dice. Good dice.
Fuck you, dice.
Don't forget your blue.
Fuck you, dice. 5, 6.
I think Matt's enjoying the way Tommy's rolling right now a little too much.
We'll just stick with 7. So you take 2 damage to your Warhammer.
2 to the Warhammer.
How's that Warhammer not down?
Mad Cat is firing
I think
at
it's
Warhammer. 3,
due to the-
4, 5.
Oh, because the Mad Cat hasn't shot yet.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say.
That's why. There we go. Oh, that's a
Oh,
lot of
look at-
ones again.
wow.
Holy
Ones
buckets.
What
Fuck you,
the?
Coach.
Those coaches dice.
Yes.
Why are you using some of these instead of
Why would you use somebody else's
Hold on.
dice?
I'm putting
Tommy.
Coach's dice away. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
There's another miss.
Oh my word.
5s, there's
That
a miss.
is,
That
yeah,
Warhammer should have been vaporized.
There's another miss.
yeah.
the curse of
He's gonna,
Hold on. Hold on. I found another miss in there.
I got my first prototype Diablo dice in the mail today.
oh, how'd that look?
You know, I had them do a couple different designs of this first
4
one. I wasn't so
more
sure would look so
damage
great.
to
It's
your Warhammer.
okay. It's a little too complex of an image. I don't know if you can see
1 armor left.
the focus there.
Yeah, it almost,
It's,
I like it, but
it's too, yeah, it's too complicated for a dice. for this size of a dice.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a much simplified logo that's coming soon. Hopefully.
Okay.
Well,
But I like it. Like up close,
First round there.
it looks great. But like you say, it doesn't. It's going to make it tough on the tabletop. That stands out a little bit better than the orange and black.
The black and red works a little bit better than the orange and black. But you know, never had dice designed before, really didn't know what.
It is a learning experience.
Yeah,
I will
for
say
sure.
that.
I'm going to be much happier with the second round of prototypes. that comes through.
Okay. You run those through Chessex?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chessex is fun to work with. They're actually really efficient.
Yeah, no, they're really good guys.
We should get them to sponsor some of these shows.
Ooh, I think so.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hopefully, Tommy can get some better hits now that he's swapped out the dice.
8.
Not only is that Warhammer still on the table, but it's still got a pip of armor left.
Oh, and that's the
embarrassing.
worst to leave something, isn't it? It is better than just one structure left and leaving it there.
Yeah, that's the ultimate insults right there.
Yes,
2
it
damage
is.
to the Ryokan.
Ooh, Don wants to know when those Diablo dice are going to become available on the market.
They're not going to be a market thing. They're going to be if you make it onto a live stream in a tournament, you're just going to get them. These are going to be for
I like
live stream participants, so I'm going to have to retroactively send some to my past participants. But yeah, just a little memento for getting to the show.
That's going to mean more. I like that versus just being able to acquire them, because you have to strive and put effort in.
You're going to have to fist
spend
fight.
some dollars, right? Yeah.
I want to see brawling for who gets to go on the stream.
Ooh, Chris did ask, what about a Johnson yellow and black die?
There you go.
I don't know if Chessex is going to like the logo on that one.
You said Ryokan?
Yep.
That's a structure.
Better than a Johnson black and blue, I suppose.
Ooh, hey now.
That's an engine.
You stop that.
Oh, we got a nice little engine here.
We're doing some nasty crits this game.
Yeah, especially too now that Tommy's gotten some better dice, doing some hits and damage now.
A heater. I know how that feels.
Round 3. Are you kidding me?
3, 4, 5.
Were we there yet? No, we're not there yet. Sorry.
Almost.
I jumped the gun on that one. I'm jumping the gun. I'm just too excited.
41 minutes left in the round.
How many minutes left?
41, I think I heard.
Nice. Congratulations, guys, for getting through multiple rounds by now. That's great.
Well, it's because this is 350.
Speaking of crits, last Tuesday when we played, there was a guy I ran up with a little dragon only doing 222 up on an Atlas, and I got a through armor crit, struck ammo, and the Atlas had no case.
Oh, snap.
I was like, man, you can't write that kind of stuff. I was like, no case, and I started doing a jog around the store. Like, that's what you get for bringing low quality mechs.
Get your Johnson off the board.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I'll imagine.
Great time.
I'll imagine.
Yeah.
Did you see my post on? Are you on part of the Minnesota Battletech page?
I am not. No.
You should just get on it, even though you're not in Minnesota. But there's a pretty active and very troll-free Facebook page, Minnesota Battletech.
Good.
And there's a lot of stuff on there. I haven't seen any trolls.
Okay.
I put a post on there, I think just yesterday, about this game that I played over the weekend, and I had a situation where my dude had jumped. He was a reduced skill pilot, and he was shooting into the back arc of the opponent. I had to roll 10s to hit with everything figured out, and he got 3 shots with the rear arc, right? So an extra pair of dice for the rear arc, and I kid you not, I rolled 6 5s
Holy
with my 3 pairs of dice. I had never seen a roll like that before. I took a picture. I put it.
I was gonna say, yeah. Hopefully, you took a picture. I
took a picture
amazing.
of that. Yeah, it was just jaw dropping. I was like, I've never seen that before.
You hate to be on the receiving end of that, but you have to appreciate that kind of a roll. Oh,
Right? It was just so satisfying. You know, I kind of like two 5s more than a 6 and a 4. It just feels better for some reason.
Oh, especially 6 of them. I mean, how? Man,
Right.
what are the odds?
Somebody do the math for that for me, please.
Man.
1 in 6 times. 1 in 6 times. I guess that's the odds.
My calculus teacher would be mad that they can't figure out the formula for that on the fly. Of course, that was 30 years ago. All right, we're back to a move phase. Did we miss an advertisement opportunity here?
I think we did. We're round 3.
I did already.
Let's see.
Well, theoretically, this round brought to you by Aries Games and Minis. If it's not my fault. It should be. Visit their beautifully, newly structured website for all your Battletech
and other games needs.
And other games.
Black Python / White Raven coming in aggressively. Gimme. And those troops still running 2 inches at a time, 3 inches at a time. Please, oh please, let me shoot something, they say.
I know you definitely can't go up a hill. They don't even have enough movement because what, you get half 3 inches? They can't even clear a level 1 hill. They need 4 inches, don't they, to get up that hill?
Infantry do not take penalties for going up and downhill.
Oh.
Or for entering forests or anything.
So they can kind of ignore terrain.
Sort of, yeah.
Interesting.
Can you go up
I almost
2
went,
levels?
yeah.
Or is that illegal?
I believe you can.
You can go up 2 levels, but you cannot go up 3 levels.
Correct. Yeah, as long as you have the movement for it, right?
Straight up 3 levels.
Just +4, right?
Nothing to go up 3 direct levels.
Knowing they don't pay for terrain, I'm wondering why he didn't run up the infantry almost kind of up the hills, up the middle. That's probably their best chance.
Sure. Well, how many hit points they got? Because, if anybody
2?
sees them, they'll make them gone in 1 turn. So
I
they
think
might just be running that.
takes some things out.
Although, if you're shooting at my troops instead of my bigger guy, I'd rather you shoot at my troops first.
Honestly, that's a better use of 7 points. A round of fire from a mech on those is better than taking it in something that costs more.
Right?
Somebody's got to be a bullet sponge sometimes.
Don Newkirk says, my son head capped a Night Star with a Gauss round from a 4-way brawl. Nice. And then he was hooked forever.
It's always those good stories. Yeah. I love those good story moments, right? I don't know.
It's always the headshots, though.
It is.
I don't know how that Warhammer's still alive.
It has to be those bad dice rolls. I mean, you see all those 1s and 2s we were seeing. That's the only reason that thing's got to still be there. It's just bad dice.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's the plan, and then what the dice let you do with that plan.
The dice rule all.
Yes, they're a cruel mistress for sure sometimes.
Did we lose the table talk, or are they just being quiet right now?
I think they're being quiet. I'm still seeing movement. Okay, there it is. They're deep concentration focusing. We don't have a felled unit, have we? We're in round 3 and nothing's died?
Correct.
That is I think a Thursday night record at this point.
You probably have at least 3 or 4 down.
Yeah, there'll be a makeup round this round.
This will be a critical loss rule.
Matt, would you say it would be a bloodbath of a round coming up?
I see what you did
Whenever
there.
there's a mad dog involved, it's always a bloodbath.
You know.
Just like the first time I got called that.
How did you get Bloodbath?
It was the blood name at Gen Con, and it came down to a ruling between judges with my mad dog B against an opponent, and they couldn't figure it out until they counted pips and open torso crits for at least 15 minutes. And they called it.
Wow.
Oh, it got that granular. Wow.
So Bloodbath is a blood name.
It was a call sign given during the blood name,
Ah, gotcha.
not a blood name.
Gotcha. So you've got a earned call sign.
Back in the day, in the Battletech pods, we used to have tournaments where if you lost, like we would call these name challenges. So you could name challenge somebody, and if you defeated them in one-on-one semi-honorable combat, you could name them your own call sign. And
Nice.
a guy challenged me because they wanted to teach me a lesson. Well, it didn't work out for him, so he lost. I was able to change his name, and he became Who's the Pretty Princess. And that name it sticks for at least minimum 6 months. So yeah, be careful with that sometimes. It may backfire.
That's all my movement.
So what does semi-honorable combat mean?
Well, as far as we could play,
Face to
the
face.
rules are as fair as combat is fair, right? I'm not. When in doubt, I shot everything as much as I could, and did my normal dirty tricks within the pods as you can, as much as the software allows you to do. So it's because when names are on the line, you have to take everything to the limit. So, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Those were the days.
I like it.
And I can't hit you with the railgun.
El Correctamento.
My turn to shoot?
Yes.
Mad Dog of Physical.
Actually got me in one of the pods recently here in Minneapolis. I know the
What is that? Size?
people that own Fallout Shelter.
Yep, nice.
They got them in their garage right now. Fallout Shelter isn't like operating, but
4, roll 5,
but they got them all set up and networked in their garage.
6. You're at 1.
Yeah, we
The
moved
rifleman
our
today.
set to
I gotta roll 6.
more of an estate versus us having them in. We used to have a warehouse space for them, but yeah, COVID shook a few things up. So, but we got a pole barn,
Right.
kind of a heated, insulated pole barn now. We keep them in. So
Nice.
when I run my Nuts, Munchies, and Mayhem events, which is kind of a quarterly event, we usually do a nice pot event
Mad
afterwards.
Dog's
So
just got damage.
How many
doing
pods you
what
guys
we
got?
can. We've got 8 here in Grand Rapids, and then Nick has got a set of 8 down in Kalamazoo, so about 45 minutes away. So
Gotcha.
2 damage.
we got
Yeah,
a good
Frank.
grouping of them here.
Nice. Yeah, Frank and Beth, I think have 12 of them. If I'm
I
not
think
mistaken.
so, right? Yeah. Yep.
Oh, was that a crit?
I
Case.
think so.
Oh, he's got
It's a-
case. So
It's
it
ammo,
was a-
but it's a chance at right? It's still another structure hit and another crit chance.
that was versus who was he shooting? That was at the
6.
Atlas.
A weapon.
I think the Mad Cat. Right? Or am I not
That was a
following
physical
along?
might be-
attack
might have
from
been the Mad Cat.
Dog to the Timberwolf.
Timberwolf.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, 1, 2.
Ooh, getting close. That's a commander there.
Oh, yeah, he's hanging on though.
Pip
I
and a
don't
prayer,
know if he'll
baby.
make that. That's right. He's got 2 pips in a prayer right now. That's 2 weapon hits on it, so oof.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be doing much.
Ryokan to the back of the Orion.
Down to 1 pip. So definite pip in prayer now.
I got a heat.
Need somebody to write a cover song,
For
Pip and a prayer,
Hmm.
for TNT. That'd be great.
It would
Those
be.
musical people out there, reach out and send us an email. Anybody that can write a Pip and a prayer song.
It may get you a set of Diablo dice, I hear.
I could absolutely part with a set of Diablo dice for a good good recording of Pip and a prayer.
Oh,
Plus 1.
I'd even send one of these never to be published first prototype Diablo dice, which will never see the light of day otherwise.
That is soon to be a collector's item, ladies and gentlemen.
Super rare collector's items. Ah, the worst critical.
The fire control, the dreaded fire control.
No, he hit a 5. It was a no crit.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that depends on perception. That's great if you're on the receiving end of that, but
Yep,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
worst on the other end.
Yeah, that's true.
He who giveth loveth not the 5 and the 9.
That's right.
The most commonly rolled combo.
Yeah, it definitely seems for me. So I got to celebrate. Like when I got that that ammo hit the other day, I was like, finally, not a 5 or a 9.
Right.
But, yes, and as Don commented, yes, there's 8 down in Houston as well. The
8 pods.
yeah, they do some traveling, hit a few conventions down there.
1 armor, 3 structure.
Mech Core, I think, is kind of their brand name down there. The Mech Core fellas.
That pod culture is kind of like a hidden culture like a legendary hidden culture in Battletech.
It is. Oh, I did get word. I'll do a little announcement for our pod boys around here. We're potentially, I think, 6, if not 8, or I think we're finalizing the deal for 8 pods at Gen Con, ladies and gentlemen. It was such a hit at Adepticon that Catalyst Management and Virtual World Management got together, and I think Nick and the crew are going to be bringing, I think, up to 8 pods at Gen Con, so keep your eyes peeled.
Nice. 5s to hit.
That's 4 heat, 2 damage.
Hard to miss.
Oh, 4 heat, 2 damage.
I mean, 4 damage.
4 damage, 2 heat. Yeah, flip flop, right?
Sounds a little better.
What did I say?
He said 4 heat, 2 damage.
Oh, sorry. 4 damage, 2 heat, my bad.
I understood what you meant.
I was like, I was looking at the mech sheet study, and I'm like, what the heck? What's throwing 4 heat?
Well, technically impossible.
That's
All
right.
right,
I was like,
Yeah, you
Go
can
ahead,
only get 2.
Yep. Yeah, you can only force 2. He could technically give himself 4 in a round by generating 2
sure,
himself,
yep.
right? But
Only
you can only
receive.
give out. Yeah, he can only be forced upon by 2 max, right?
That's to keep the trolling to a minimum. I think that's really the only reason why that exists. Otherwise, heat would be the most OP'd weapon special. It'd be totally unstoppable.
It would make it a bit obscene in a way, right? If you could just keep maxing it out.
But yeah, all you take is a heat list and shut everybody down permanently. You'll keep them there.
And the poor Ryan MD didn't make it this round, so as predicted, we at least have some death going on already.
I believe that was a commander.
I think so, right? That and the Mad Cat.
Yeah, the commander and the Mad Cat and the Orion. So 1 point for Matt, I guess, right?
Yeah. It's interesting that Atlas wasn't chosen. I think, obviously it draws a lot of attention, but from a sheer beef factor, I think I would have probably thrown it on that. Like,
2 damage.
Right? Yeah, it's pretty hard to take those guys down.
it's a lot of damage you got to throw at that thing, right? I almost dare you to kill him, right?
Right?
That's all the armor. Can your omen reach out and touch it?
I think the only way to determine that, Tommy, is to pull out the Johnson laser rangefinder.
Let's do this.
Can do 5 at medium.
In doubt about touching your opponent? Well, let's check that by Johnson laser rangefinders.
I was going to log on to Stream Elements and update the score for him, but I got to figure out how to log into that again because it logged me out. The jerk.
Here we go. Here's your 2.
Yeah, we do suffer a little bit with not having our intermediary, right?
10.
Right.
That's our fire.
We will do what we can. We will do what we can.
The audience demands excellence.
Yes, we will.
We shall provide.
we got anything else to shoot? That's it?
Thank you.
I only dropped one, and it wasn't even a commander.
Wow. So he left a Mad Cat with a pip. Oh, shame.
What I think about that?
Jeez.
Alright, let's start
Somebody
with
had
Ryan.
some beans for dinner, I think.
I think so.
One,
Pizza.
two,
They say man had gusto. That goes without saying at this point.
4, 5. White dice or the LRM dice for the snark.
Snarky, getting
What
snarky.
is, right? The
And if I
Warhammers are-
believe that would be the Orion firing back, Mr.
So,
The
white
Feld
dice
Orion,
is the
trying to snark out.
snark dice. The LRM. 3, 4, 5. Finally.
All right, got legged and I got the
Still
score
miss with one.
updated.
Wow.
So that means
It's a tough day when you're
four,
missing
but
at
it's addition hit,
fives.
so all 5 or 5 of them hit. 5 total hit.
That's the Warhammer dead.
Okay.
Warhammer down. I believe that was a commander.
Right. I believe so.
So that means Tommy's got a point objective.
What's interesting though is he hasn't got any damage on that Omen as of yet, which
Well, I think in some regards it's like, why bother shooting it?
you know, in Headhunter, honestly, that Omen, that's a great choice. I just, and I know that came up right quite a while back. That Omen hit the field, and I don't know if that was Headhunter too, but it was definitely kind of one of those like you can't ignore it, but you almost have to because it's such a pain to take down, right? You might as well focus on other items.
I'm glad I went back there.
Well, what you gotta do is just commit enough firepower to get that
I hope I lose
You
my
do.
shot.
shot. You know, once that armor's gone, it's gone, and you don't get that special. The special doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You'd hope the commenters
man.
take that hope that Bloodbath loses initiative to cover that.
Mad Cat's not gonna do anything. Mad Cat's not gonna fire. No, he is gonna.
I didn't.
He's gonna hit.
I didn't follow
He's
that.
just gonna stand there? Okay.
He's gonna kick you though.
I know it's a dig at us on something.
That way
I'm
he
still
can
trying to figure
jump
out which,
off.
but
He still try to do
I'm not
something.
clever enough to follow the
yeah,
joke.
we're too dumb to get it.
I don't get this.
Your insults
Smart
just
move,
bounce
Tom.
off my stupidity.
I thought he said the Warhammer was
So
gone.
Tommy's
He just
gonna
not
drop
update
the
the.
Timberwolves heat by just doing a physical attack. Good call.
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe he hasn't marked it yet.
Hit. 3 damage to you, which is untouched. So it's just.
How's it an extra? Size. 2?
He's size 3.
There you go.
See Tommy having to roll 5s to hit, and most of his rolls have been like 5s on the spot.
Yeah, he switched dice, so luckily he is hitting, but not by much. Because the coach dice were missing on low numbers, so it was a good switch, but it is a bit concerning. I'm sure if he won himself some Diablo dice, he might start rolling better.
Waiting on him right now.
Well, he'll have to wait till we meet in person next time.
That's right.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Well, I don't know if I can call TNT technically my stream.
6.
I'm just talking here.
He's gonna overheat too.
This is asking what the infantry are doing. They're hoping to be engaged, sprinting like their life depended on it.
3.
Running 3 inches per
You said
turn with a short range damage
3,
profile of
5,
1.
Where you going?
They're not really planning on doing anything. If they get 1 shot off, I will be very proud of those guys.
From
I think at this point, unless something I think focuses to engage on them, they're not gonna make
Still
it.
have a miss.
Good.
I don't know.
Oh look, there's 2 misses. Look at that shit.
That was a lot of dice.
I don't see 3 misses. I see a natty end though. Son of a gun. I don't see 3 misses though.
Uh-oh. I had a kill there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 damage and a natty.
Ooh. Ooh,
On the
Nasty
White Raven.
natty.
6.
ooh, on the White Raven.
I know he's not dead.
He's still got armor.
Ooh, that's a second crit on him, though.
6. Now the natty on the White Raven.
Uh-oh.
Did you say the Warhammer was down?
Oh,
Nice
Oh,
headshot,
there you
Tommy.
go. That's one way to do it.
oh, White Raven is dead.
That's one way to do it.
Ooh. I bypassed your structure, sir, and destroy
By
you.
the time you
Have at thee.
followed up with you.
I know, no shit about that.
Wow.
Headshot. Hey, Matt, didn't you say the
now
Warhammer was
Phoenix
down?
Hawk has only one other attacker.
Shut up about your shortcomings.
I see the model off the board. He just probably hasn't updated the graphic.
Okay.
Only try. Phoenix Hawk. 3.
Hey, he did predict at least 3 units will probably fall down, and that's what we've had, I think, so far.
3 jump for
Okay.
5.
Python Warhammer.
6, 7.
I didn't expect the
8,
Python to go
9
down.
For the tree.
No, that was a bit
That's
early. Yeah.
1 hit doesn't matter because you end up rejuvenating it anyway.
It took a stab
So
at
we'll
the
just
omen.
not do any damage.
Unless you're gonna do more damage.
A little kitty scratch on it. Yeah.
I was just hoping for a crit. So.
You know, I mean, another headshot?
He's just getting greedy.
He's just, yeah.
Hey, Matt.
I'm done.
Send it.
I'm done.
Mr. Matt,
Waiting.
I'm done.
did you, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Empty.
Did you say that Warhammer's down?
Warhammer and the White Raven are down, yeah.
Okay, just the graphic on the screen hasn't been updated. That's all.
Getting into round 4.
Round 4, baby! Brought to you by Aries Games and Minis.
It's the Aries. And now it's.
I've spent many a dollar, hard-earned dollar, totally worth it at AriesGamesandMinis.com.
Yeah. Who's good?
All sorts of good stuff.
I will say my most recent purchase has been my most single largest one. I did the Warpaint Fanatic complete set.
Oh, baby.
Special order. I know. I was like, my wife asked me if I needed all those colors. I said, of course I do. I need
Of course you
all
do.
of them.
What kind of a question is that?
Really business.
7.
Good, I wanted to lose that.
I know you did.
And we've got some good plans. Like all my old paints, what I'm going to do is for our Battletech group that we're doing on Tuesday, I'm going to donate out. I'm going to have a little kind of fun little raffle prize thing to hand out my old paints to
Nice.
the masses. Yeah.
Nice.
I figure you can do a little silliness, like award some great gameplay with some choice of hand-me-down paints.
There you go. How many minutes left on the clock, sir?
15. 5.
15 minutes left on the clock.
minutes. We might be able to get another round after this. This might be our most rounds in.
I think so. These guys are doing great.
Yeah.
The field's looking a little
Fantastic.
sparse, but those troops, man, they're gonna have to run farther to get to anybody.
Yeah, and we've only got felled commanders, right? We haven't claimed any tokens, or
I don't think so.
This is going to come down to the wire. I like it.
He sprint.
Run, my pretties.
Yeah. Look at them. Ah,
Chris
If only
Dillingham
you-
asks, what do you use for the mech card graphics? That, sir, is a website called Jeff's Battletech Tools. It's got a very funky HTTPS website address. Just Google Jeff's Battletech Tools, and you'll be able to see it there. You can set up stuff for Alpha Strike or Classic.
yeah. Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, it's a great tool to use, especially, like for streaming like this.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who have been watching for quite some time, back when I was running the stream remotely from here in Minnesota, I had a different system that I was trying to make work, but it was so labor intensive, and I had a hard time commenting and running my very, very, very complex system at the same time. And then Coach found Jeff's Battletech tools, which did everything that I was trying to do much quicker and easier.
Let's get out of here.
So good times of days gone by.
Are you going to jump or run? Well, if you go side jump,
Thank you for reminding me to jump.
Uh-oh. Tommy being the great fluent opponent and reminding even his opponent what he can do with his own tooling.
What a gentleman warrior.
That is a gentleman opponent right there.
Nice guys finished last, though. I don't know if anybody told Tommy that.
Yeah, I know. He's hoping probably karma works in his favor, but sadly, this is not a game where karma wins.
What wins? The dice win.
That's right.
There's no karma in this blessed world.
This inspiring thought brought to you by Bloodbath.
That's right. Is that the wasp taking an affluent charge toward the omen in cover? I think that's what it looks like, right? Is that the
Let's do
wasp?
that. That sounds great. I think it is the wasp. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at him. Oh, look at him. No.
Zippy, zippy.
Jumping away. Interesting.
Is
I
he
wonder if
taking
he's
that?
making a play for that token, maybe? For the Warhammer token?
does that vulture
He's got a
jump?
pip left.
Yeah.
The vulture's just moving.
And a
Does the
prayer.
Railkin
Don't
jump?
forget the prayer.
No. I'd like to make a shout out to whoever makes the Storm Crows. We do need a variant of the Storm Crow that still has to jump. There isn't one yet.
Mm.
Okay. Is there a token back there? A commander token?
Under the vulture.
Behind that building there, Matt?
So, well, base to base, it's a tip right there.
Yes, 3 times I've said I've covered the vulture over the commander.
Uh-oh. That sounded like a snide remark that we weren't paying attention.
Never.
I only listen in Lances. You have to say it 4 times, Matt. I have a Lance-based hearing structure.
Well, I'm more of a star, so I have to hear it 5 times.
3? Yeah, right. Yeah, they do that goofy structure, don't they? Yeah, that's right.
Your turn.
What's the Atlas left?
The Atlas has 7 pips.
Yeah, even Don commented under the vulture. He's paying more attention than we are. Shame. Uh-oh, you've been shamed.
Well, if I could hear the table talk, then I would probably feel bad about missing that. But since I can't hear the table talk, I don't feel bad.
Oh, easy.
Ryokan making a move.
Ryokan! That's why I thought that was from. Although it's Hadouken, but I always thought it was Ryokan.
Yeah, the way it sounded. Yeah, I think I was on that for all the time. It's like, wait a minute, what did you just say? That? No, it isn't.
Yeah.
Hogwash.
It took social media spelling it out, Hadouken, for me to realize what that word was.
I hate your Timberwolf.
Those silly Street Fighter guys.
Right. Well, because one of them was Ryu and one of them was Ken. Those are the ones that can do that special move, so I thought it was Ryuken.
Yep.
We'll go base to base.
Ooh, look at the Mad Cat. Base to base in the bum.
All right, let's do that. He's gonna.
But he's got a couple of weapon
smack
hits.
that bum
So.
bum.
Time I thought he had
Yeah.
gun dice and he didn't.
I think sadly those infantry are completely out of the battle at this point.
Yep.
So sad about that.
But they're trying, man. They are trying.
They are. But sadly, the world of progress is not paved in good intentions. It's all about execution.
Okay. Round 4. Attack phase.
Commercial.
We're not a commercial yet.
Well, we went past the round.
I did get commercial at the end of the round.
4, 5, 6.
Sixes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Atlas. I think you're gonna die.
Oh. Don't apologize for killing your opponent. Celebrate.
So 5.
He's still got miles of structure, man.
I know.
He's gonna have to hit a lot of bullets to get him down.
So he takes 4.
Go for partial critical.
Partial, what's that?
Go for critical. Possible critical.
Oh, possible. I was like, what's a partial? I was agreeing on that. What's a partial
Take
critical?
another damage.
That's a crit if I only want to mark it. That's all that is.
8.
Weapon head. That's not too bad. He's got weapons to give because he's got some overheat. He can compensate.
It's one of the ones I'd rather receive, honestly.
It is. And like I say, the fire control to me is still hands down. That's the worst one.
Yep.
The
Fire
worst.
control's awful. It takes all your weapons down.
Oh,
With a weapon hit, you're still shooting at full efficiency. Well, it's full accuracy, just diminished potential damage.
Chris said the infantry's out for a fun run. Yeah, they're just doing cardio, Chris, at this point. They're just getting some cardio in.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's too much.
Too much TMM.
Oh,
I think that's the first time I've heard that. That's got to be a matter of perspective thing too, as well.
there's not a whole lot of TMM in either of these lists. There's
Not
a
in this
few.
game, no. I
Fast
think the
game.
Omen is the only one that probably hands out the most with its jump, right?
The Omen, well, we got those two little ones. We got the Phoenix
Right.
Hawk, we got the
Phoenix
Wasp.
Hawk and the Wasp, right? That can get to 3, right? TMM
Right.
2 with the jump, yeah.
Does the Omen have much of a TMM? Surely
I-
not. Surely not.
Thought that was
Sticks
a
with the jump.
got jump strong, doesn't it?
No, it does not.
Oh,
Nope, it's a
Never
6-inch
mind.
jumper. That's it.
Alright.
Oh,
Mad Kitty's
okay.
gonna
Alright.
kick your.
I stand corrected.
3, 4, 5. Hit.
Man, that thing's got AMS too for 53 points.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that
Oh,
earlier.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a sexy mech.
I think at Gen Con we may see that on more than one list if I am to be a predictor. Being how
We'll see,
that's
but man, that
right?
that Avatar J that was on everybody's list at Adepticon,
Oh,
I'm thinking that one's not done writing out yet.
no, that is
I think that
a
one's still gonna come.
So
great choice.
Popular.
God, it's a great mech.
We'll see what.
Yeah, by the time I'd done my third stream of that tournament, and all 3 of those streams had one of those guys in it, I was like, huh.
Yeah,
What-
I was
we gotta
running
look,
one.
We gotta look at this
Yep.
guy. Yeah, you were. I
Yeah.
think it was your game that I recognized that so many people were bringing him. I was like, I've seen this one before.
Yeah. It's a definitely a VTOL deterrent mech for sure.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Miss.
Got one.
Dude, I still think that your stream with Toucan Stan was the best stream I have ever participated in.
Let's see if
Well,
the,
you know,
It
when you
was
guys
so
gave me
much
the green light, I was like, is there anything I need to be worried about? They're like, no, just go. I'm like, okay.
But it
And
doesn't
he
matter.
matched it, right? He matched the intensity. It was fantastic.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys were a good pairing.
Yeah. I'd love to play him again. He's great list, good player, and like I said, good energy.
Yep. Hope to see him in a tournament in the future.
Yeah.
Round
Yeah, well
5.
played. Oh, round 5. We haven't had round 5 in
3.
We cycled back to
Time for
Headhunter.
crying out loud.
I think they're just doing the same commercial each time.
Omens, hard gel defeats
Uh-oh.
damage.
He stands put. And
How many minutes left on the clock, gentlemen?
I think we got 3 minutes. This will probably last round, right? If I'm guessing. Ooh. I'm guessing close.
Yep. Still just 1-1, as far as I can tell, unless somebody picked up a token. I don't think they did.
No. I think we're just, still 1-1 because that vulture didn't die, so it's still covering up the one commander token.
This turn, 10.
Where's the other commander token? I don't see where it went.
Atlas is staying put.
I think the Alice is on it.
Oh, so Atlas is probably
Maybe?
guarding one of them.
Maybe. I thought he was, or he's at least close to one. I thought. I could be wrong. They'll yell at us for not paying attention if we don't get it right.
You're fine.
There we go.
Sorry, we'll just be silently judged for ignorance.
That's right. Don says, no, we've mixed up the commercials. Don, we never make mistakes. We just love Ares and Hextech so much. We're just going to double up on it.
Oh no, you can't.
Never, no such thing as mistakes. Just opportunities for improvement.
Well, he could jump, but your Omen could jump, but I don't know.
Thursday Night Throwdown's not about making mistakes.
Get into sight.
Right.
We never make mistakes. Never have technical difficulties.
To a building.
Never.
Never have colossal failures in
Your
online
Omen
connectivity.
You as viewers just have misunderstandings about the show. That's all it is.
Yep. Everything is intentional.
You got that right.
We are artificially adding the homebrew grassroots special effects.
That Omen coming out of the woods.
I think he's got violence on his mind towards a
I
certain
think so.
Stormbro.
I think he wants to drop Mr. Stormcrow.
Is that guy's still alive? That Mad Cat is still alive with one
Yeah,
pip.
it's a single pip.
Three
That
rounds
is
later, 2 rounds later, he's
2
still alive
rounds. He's
with a
been
single pip.
living on a pip and a prayer. That is, oh, that's blasphemy right there.
That guy should have been gone forever ago.
I know it.
Yep.
Shame on you, Raven Alliance. Shame.
You're gladly invited to Northwest Iowa to come play.
Ooh, that might be a trip. Wouldn't that be something?
Well, that's where Rumble on the River usually happens. I don't know if it's happening this year. The Alpha Strike 350 tournament for the Iowa-centric crowds.
Ooh.
No, I gotta move one more. You lost initiative. Alright, one initiative.
You go last, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Matt. I've got one of my sales guys lives in Albia, kind of southwest Iowa. Well, I think an hour west of the airport down there. Yeah, I tell you, if it works out, I'd be down to do a crazy trip, pack my stuff with me.
We got a place for you to stay. And that's time.
Oh, hey now.
Finish our round. 10 o'clock, that's unheard of.
I know, it's
We're being efficient, effective, and entertaining. E3.
And
mentality.
educational E4.
Oh, and ooh, nice. That is true. We've learned some things tonight. Yes, we have.
learned about Tim Skelly, the designer
Tim
of the
Skelly.
original Mad Cat.
Yes. And we found that it landed to the virtual tabletop before the physical tabletop game.
Tabletop.
Yeah. Great learning night.
I'm gonna go there.
So what were the 4 E's?
And there's a chance.
Entertaining,
Commander's pip is
energetic,
uncovered,
Educational,
but you won't make it.
and I think effective. I might have said effective. I don't know. It's kind of one of those moments. I know what I said, but I can't remember what I said. At this something.
It was so eloquent the first time.
Oh, eloquent. Another E. E5 now.
How much does the vulture have?
6 at medium.
How much? No, for
You want to switch to the attack phase screen?
All right, I go first because I lost.
Can't remember.
But I'll still fire.
At least they remembered the poker chips.
Yeah.
3, 4,
You guys
5,
are lucky
6,
we even
7,
use
8,
poker
9.
chips.
9.
Hey, you want to switch to the attack screen?
Diablo, do you remember those days where you had no idea who was shooting who until we told you?
Oh, I remember them clearly.
That's
My eye
2
twitches as I
damage to
recall.
your-
Mad
Mad Dog.
He's got an armor left.
We tried so hard to make that system work, and it didn't work. It just didn't
This is
work.
way better. Ever since we went to Las Vegas,
This is way
now we
better.
have chips to do stuff.
You know, we're like Thomas Edison inventing light bulbs, right? We do it wrong a couple times, and we figure out how to do it better.
Failure is a great teacher, right? You just got to make sure you don't fail the same way twice, and it's okay.
I would probably
Yeah, people that fail the same way
more
twice
like
are
an
idiots.
apple hitting us on the head
Right.
to discover gravity.
There you go.
Matter, I gotta do it anyway.
I always feel like I'm impacted by like a watermelon. I wish it was just an apple sometimes, but
Put the shutdown.
I like learning the hard way.
Hey, one man's apple is another man's watermelon.
Tie you
There you
for
go.
For killing me.
Objective, but MOV you'll probably take.
It is going to come down to potentially MOV, right? Yeah, because there's no way everything's moved. There's no claiming of tokens.
Unless you can kill the Omen.
Ooh,
There's
challenge.
no way that Omen's going down in one round.
Because didn't it heal up any damage? Because it only got like 1 damage to it, I think, right? And then it healed up.
It would go
Yeah,
down
just
to
that,
7.
He took just a little
10,
pot shot
11,
with the little wasp, but he was hoping for like some kind of a super lucky crit.
Yeah. And then Tommy moved that Mad Cat so it wouldn't get shot. So tactically smart, right?
Tactical retreat.
Yeah.
I didn't fire last time.
Yeah, Don, I think with that Johnson on the table, I don't know if Matt's trying to make a statement, very subtle.
Oh, there's nothing subtle about his Johnson. Nothing.
No, no.
I got fire control. 4,
It's
5.
Johnson back there is doing abacus-like
6, 7, 8,
calculations on MOV wins.
I can only count to 1 with mine. There's no abacusing.
8. There we go. 8. 3. Fire control. 4, 5. 6, 7. 8, 9. Minus 1 because I didn't move. 8.
Ace with the fire control. That
Blam.
Whole
that's not
bunch
bad
of
with the
ones.
fire control though.
Matt's gonna win.
Not too shabby.
Tommy, did you roll Coach's dice again?
2.
Why is work got a call right now?
You have to call the day before you get on call. 2 damage. There, you survived.
Oh, wow. Even at a 8, that's a bad roll.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's a crit. Will he?
Headshot? 8. Weapon.
It's a weapon.
Who's he shooting?
The Vulture, I think. Yeah, we're not getting great, I think, visualization on the damage screen, but
Yeah,
we're doing what we can. No complaints. No complaints.
no complaints. Because that Warhammer's gone, and now that
Yep.
was a through armor crit, not through armor crit, a natural armor, just
Natural crit.
out of.
Yeah, I think it's
yeah,
only got 2 pips left, I think.
4, 6.
There must be something wrong with the website because it's not updating the picture there.
Yeah, at least the YouTube stream's coming through. I'll deal with our side being a little choppy.
1,
As long as the fans get what they need.
It's
3, 4 hits.
Wow.
Okay, we'll finish off.
Take us that.
Don Newkirk is really running the distance with it. Johnson joking.
Jacob's ladder on the jump. Wow.
What you got? 3, 3?
That would be an arcing Johnson,
4,
if
2.
I'm not mistaken.
for armor
Right.
structure.
Yeah.
5-2.
Oh, shoot, this guy.
He has 1 armor, 2 structure.
Uh-oh, going after the Wasp finally.
Thinking of the Huey Lewis and the News song "Jacob's Ladder" now.
4, 5, 6.
Ooh. Is that on Sports or one of the previous albums?
1 hit.
'Cause I will say Sports
On
is one of
4.
probably the greatest albums.
Yeah, it's on their 4 album.
Ooh.
Update.
Well, I think that concludes our game.
All right. What do we got, gentlemen?
Objective per.
We got some
How
MOV.
how much of the vulture get hit?
1-to-1,
Not at.
objective-wise, coming down to MOV. Excuse me.
Is all the armor
Oh,
gone?
looks like he is updating it now.
Yes, but it's got.
Yeah, I think he's filling it in.
Structure left.
I mean, is it just
Ooh.
1 structure?
2 structures left.
Okay, I was trying to I was trying to update the.
The Warhammer is dead. The White Raven's dead. The Stormcrow's dead. Everything else is still living.
Alright, so. Alright, so let's add. Let's get
Give them
some.
a moment to calculate their MOV. See who's the winner.
Crippled.
Yeah. And not surprisingly, Omen.
Point.
Well, I would say I'm a bit surprised it's unscratched completely, but at the same time, not
A
surprised.
commander.
Right.
You have exactly 100 PV left.
Mm.
So I have.
Look at that, yeah.
MOV.
Yep, I got a hundo left.
So I got
Hmm.
150 MOV.
Sounds like this might be a Tommy win.
I believe so.
And then 71 divided by 2, because the Mad Kitty is definitely
36.
36
Oh?
plus 18
Mm.
Oh, crippled.
is 54 plus 7, because the Spec Ops didn't die, 61. 38. 9.
Wouldn't it be funny if he wins by 7 points? Those
That
spec
would be
ops?
hilarious.
Beat me by 1.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
99 points. No
That
way.
takes a win.
Surviving minus
No
250.
way.
Yep, you beat me. You,
No way.
Your MOV is 150.
If he would have gotten 1 pip on the main cat, he would have gotten half value for that, but it wasn't over half structure. Wow. A pip.
Dude.
Man.
I lost a tournament by 1 pip.
Good job.
That was Rumble. That was the second Rumble on the river.
Oh.
Either way,
Sweet.
you would have won because it's your list. Either way.
My biggest downfall was not realizing the Timberwolf didn't have the TMM die for 2 turns of movement.
What's up with that?
I just misread it because it had so much critical damage.
Oh yeah.
I just missed it because I glanced at it instead of paying attention.
Mm.
The thing about this list is that so much PV is divulged into the Atlas and the Mad Cat.
The skill 3 list of the Camachos is potent.
Yeah, I had trouble with that because I couldn't. This was the only way I could make it come out with 250 exactly. That's why the troopers are. It was the only way I could get it to come out with exactly 250.
You want to do an interview?
Oh, you go first. No, you win. Winners go first. God. That's a cop out. Not a cop out.
Hello.
Howdy, Tommy.
I totally lost.
Do we get to see your beautiful face?
By a point, though, Tommy. Just a point, though.
I know. Let's see if I can get face here.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was like, man, if you just got one more point on that vulture, man.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We might have just lost. I think we just lost him.
Give them a sec. Hopefully they can recover.
Problem is they don't. Oh, we can hear him.
I have no clue what I just did.
You killed it.
I killed it.
You killed it.
I killed it.
Are we still streaming?
No,
I'm waiting for the delay to wear off.
Right.
I think we're still streaming.
Okay, that's fine. Roll with it. Just gotta change it.
Oh no, they're still streaming. They're still streaming.
I
We
think
just can't
we're
see
all
'em.
right.
They just
Yeah.
turned our screen off is all, so it's still going online.
I don't know what I did. Sorry.
Yeah, I think we're good to chit chat, Tommy. Then.
Yeah, you guys are still streaming.
I don't know how the heck I screwed this up.
Well, don't click anything because it's fine.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, we're working right now. We're okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's working, right?
It's fine.
I tried to. It says turn on camera. And I was like, whatever.
Well, you have to share the screen with us. So at the bottom of
Share screen.
the on the Discord, you hit the share screen.
YouTube. Or the.
But I mean, we can still see what's going on YouTube. You're still streaming on YouTube.
He might be able to walk you through it. We're good at work. It's fine.
Yeah, we're ahead of schedule, so we got some troubleshooting time we can use here.
Yeah, totally killed it. Ooh, webcam.
So yeah, so Tommy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so on Discord, go down to WNRP Private Club, share screen. It's share your screen. It's right next to your green
Yep.
camera button towards the bottom. Just hit share your screen.
Okay. It's thinking.
Here we go. Might be doing it.
Coach just needs a new laptop completely.
Oh, now you guys got a major echo going.
Oh, it's an i5. It's not
Oh.
even i7.
All right. Well, maybe we should just talk.
Let's just chat, guys. If you want video to work, get on Patreon and sponsor.
There you go. Nice sales pitch.
Nice.
That's right. Bypass the McDonald's Happy Meal and get on Patreon and become a sponsor.
So we can pay
Help
for
us help you.
for training for Tommy and
For Discord video sharing training to be followed up with next week.
I
Tell me, how do you feel? How you feeling?
I honestly, I had a pretty good fun time. I honestly, let's see.
Tommy doesn't run intersphere.
I know. That's true. I don't run
But
intersphere too often.
your Wasp survived 5 rounds, no less.
I jumped it each turn except for that last one.
I think they were ignored it, right? And in Headhunter, I think it kind of worked out in its favor, right? It wasn't a priority unit. Yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky. No, honestly, Coach and Matt were talking, and I honestly told them about midday today. I was like, look, guys, I am not ready for today. 100%. I don't have a unit. I don't have. Look at that. Look at you, Matt.
Remember some things.
So yeah, I just. Oh, well,
A little bit of a last minute whip together kind of force for you.
So yeah, I just told those guys, I was like, I don't have anything. I've been working the candle on both ends type deals. So I get home, hang out with the kids and the wife, and then I do leathercraft and 3D printing the rest of the night. So until about midnight, and then I go to bed, and then I wake up at 5 o'clock to go to work.
Ooh, definitely candle at both ends, as you said. That's a put a little wear on the system.
Been doing that for about 2 or 3 weeks now. So I do got a new product though. Brought it with me.
Yeah, what do you got?
Yeah, you kind of teased you were going to do some unveiling, right? Tonight, I think, if I remember.
Do you guys see the stream right now?
Just the YouTube portion of it.
Yeah, we're a little delayed, so our comments may have to wait a second.
I think Matt figured out the post-game scene, so that now my picture's on the post-game.
Yep, I can see your beautiful face on the YouTube stream, so we're good.
So I got some new coasters made. And so I'm showing it on the screen. Same size as always, the 4x4, as always. I got new leather. It's that same one that, same type of leather I showed you before.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
But now I got.
Wolf Dragoons.
Yeah, now I got I got Wolf Dragoons. I'm working on a few other mercenary groups, Kellhounds, GDL, other stuff. I got a template.
You're still 3D printing your stamps, right?
Yep, I'm 3D printing my stamps. So I got a system that I just built last night and the day before. That's why I'm burning the candle on both ends. I've been printing at night while I go to bed. So I got a system built so that all I have to do is slide the template out, and I got the rest of the portion of the stamps there, so I don't have to recreate majority of it and keep a lot of the filament and whatnot. So it's gonna work out pretty good, I think. So
Awesome.
Shabby.
So yeah. And I lost.
Well, you guys weren't really testing anything out. This was just a game for fun.
Yes.
Did you have fun?
Good.
I had fun.
Then you're the real winner here.
No, I lost.
Ah, fine.
With a list unknown to you.
Wow. Tactics is still tactics.
True.
I would've
Don
lost
Newkirk
this.
wants to know where the Edge Horror Coaster is.
Ooh, great question, Don.
They're in my
It's from
basement.
last week. Right.
They are in my basement. Somebody did order 4 of them. So those coasters are in my basement getting ready to be shipped off. I just have one more coat of the edge still needs to have one more coat and I'll be done with them. So
Like,
it will be the same type of leather as that one that I just showed. So
Nice.
pretty nice looking.
not shabby. Well, should we talk to the Mr. Victory himself?
Yeah. You talk,
Awesome.
you talk.
Thanks, Tommy.
Yeah, thanks for putting on a good game, putting on a good fight.
Gentlemen, thank you for commenting tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. Thanks for the great game, sir.
We baby step through it, but it's always a joy to take some time off from the regular day and bring some new things.
Sure. Well, like we were talking to Tommy, you guys didn't really test anything out. You guys were just playing a game for fun.
Yeah, we wanted to throw some aerospace and sylphs on the board, but I think that was going to be a little too complicated for our entertainment side of the
Intersphere noob.
house tonight.
Right.
Yeah, we're kind of coachless tonight, so we're just kind of running on skeleton crew.
Yeah, I think you guys ran the stream just fine. That wasn't a problem at all.
We'll get updated with a lot
Yeah,
of this
definitely.
new technology. Normally, we just pull it out of the backpack and run it at different locations, but with so many innovations that we've been doing around the clock, this is not bad.
Yeah.
Kind
of dressed down, simplified.
Tonight was definitely miscalculating what the Timberwolves were going to do for 2 turns of movement because it had so many criticals and tokens that, yeah, I definitely moved before and too close to be a very good strategy.
The interesting thing, though, is that, I mean, Matt, you mentioned you made a few play mistakes, and stuff like that, but honestly, still pulled out, right? I mean, everything still worked out really well.
Skin of the teeth.
Nice tight match. Yeah, that is true, right? I think it was like one more pip on the Vulture, and it would have definitely been a different game, right?
Absolutely. My shortcomings as a strategist were definitely evident tonight. Especially when Tommy strives at that. So me holding a baseline and just being able to get one objective is actually not bad for me. Usually I'm just having a lot of fun letting my opponents learn more, and Tommy teaching me tonight is just fine too. Because I learned how to use heat.
Yep.
There you go.
And
What was the difference in MOV?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Tommy, what was the difference in MOV? One MOV.
One?
Difference, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One more crit pip on the Vulture would have tipped the scale in his favor.
One pip would have been,
That's insanely close.
And we would rather have close games than overbalanced games. Or underbalanced
Right,
games, I should
right.
say.
Yeah, I'd rather lose by a very narrow margin any day.
And it goes to show you that skilled lists at 3 are just as formidable as too much damage with no skill improvement.
Yeah, We've seen a few things over the last few weeks. Obviously, there's been, the aerospace and the alternate ammo stuff, but I think there's been some interesting diversion in lists, right? Where today we see lower unit counts, but higher skilled, and especially your unit, 5, but all high damage dealers, right? Very effective, all skill 3, versus what we've seen sometimes, like with some pirate units, where technically double the amount of units, right? How do you feel in the end that this move to 250? I mean, obviously allows for a little more play, but like a 5-unit skill 3, mix, where actually, or your stuff was a lot of skill 4 here, right? Sorry, but I mean, just the sheer firepower you can bring to the table. Now with 250, keeping it at 5 units versus somebody striving for 10 plus, or 10 units.
The
Now
Camacho
250.
unit was a proven Adepticon 350, and this Raven Alliance list was an epic list that I downsized, and
Okay.
I left it at skill 4 just to see how was it going to react and play out for modifiers. Obviously, running skill 4 is tougher, so you have to throw more dice. I don't believe that skill 4 lists will stay in the top half of tournament outcomes. Skill 3 well-rounded lists do a lot better. And with the augmentation of 250 on the board compared to the old 200, you've got a lot more room for skill improvement, another unit, or a specialized unit. This full list that is for Epic has a couple heat units. I think I also added a Dasher J that has a heat at short, medium, and long range.
Yep.
But didn't want to put that on the board tonight because it wasn't going to last long anyways, especially up against the skill 3 list.
Yeah, this Dark Age is really making an impact too as well on the list. Not only a shift to 250, but as we're seeing coming up with Gen Con, we're going to be in the Dark Age, which is lots of fun new toys and acronyms in the special ability list. So, which has obviously brought one mech to the table we don't normally see, right? But based on this period, is creating a lot of fuss. Don is like, how do you feel about the Omen? I think it's twice we've seen that now in the last month and a half or so. And it's been an impactful unit, right? From even a like dare you to kill me perspective. So what are your thoughts on that?
Those big units that have protective specials like BHJ are a big target, because some people will say, if that's going to be the maximum challenge in a list, I want to kill it first. When I ran Kodiak 2-2s in lists at conventions or tournaments, they'll be the first targets to get destroyed. They just mass multiple unit shift fire and just destroy them.
You almost have to concentrate, right? Yeah.
The Omen and the Omen 2 and the Kodiak 2-2 are the two assault mechs that have the BHJ3. They're fun because they do have that mechanic, but they're not as glamorous as you think. It does have a slight deterrent, but only taking away 2 damage isn't really that great. But me being a Ghost Bear fan, and the Snow Ravens and the Raven Alliance being a co-faction that they usually play off of each other, and they're really good co-factions that work together, it was only a matter of time before I chose a list of that. Because some people get tired of people running the same faction every time. So when we run these Thursday night fights, I think we each have 4 or 5 or 6 different lists that we're trying to bring to the table and mix so that we give the viewers multiple flavors that don't always seem the same and the same monotony.
Yeah, throw a little crazy in there, right? Get the creative juices flowing of, like, hey, and that's really, I think, the nice thing I've seen and what I've appreciated about the AS350 and kind of where we're at is there's such a diverse pool to pull from. There really isn't a fixed meta, right? Or hence why there's not any one thing always winning. It really comes down to play style and strategy tactics more so than just units. You're going to see certain types of units do well, right, in different situations. But again, that's even scenario based. So I think I like that, right, where it's not just kind of one thing always doing everything.
You're absolutely correct. Well-laid plans never last contact with the enemy, just like any other strategy. If you don't learn from your mistakes and watching other games, if you don't play around with, say, 2 different factions of lists where you can alternate eras and mechanisms in those lists, you're only staying away from improving your own skills. So I agree. People should play around, test. If they don't know, find out. Challenge yourselves and each other to have fun, number one, and number 2, learn and get better.
Sorry, typing in the YouTube chat right now.
Any questions out there from the community?
The only one so far was just asking about the Omen. What your thoughts are on that. We've covered that.
It's
Yeah.
got
And like the shift. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's got 6 short range, 5 medium, 3 long. It is pretty slow, but it is an assault mech. It's got some flair, but it's just another piece on the table.
Yeah, it's got some AMS.
Oh yeah, did you throw any LRMs at the Omen? I don't think you did. Then it would have taken effect, but we didn't notice it. So
The Orion was dead by the time I got to the Omen.
I think you got shot at all of once the whole game.
yeah, only the Warhammer 2C got snarked. Yeah, the answer is not always maximum damage. I think you really see players mixing those combined arms units with good speed, good armor, good firepower, some specials, and learning their strategies they can use. And when all your chips are down and you're not doing well, find something that does work. Reevaluate. Keep thinking a turn ahead, 2 turns ahead. Notice what your opponent is doing. If you see a shift on the table where all the units are going left flank, maybe try and shift right flank and advance a little bit. And maybe you can split those forces up. Use your terrain to your advantage. And hopefully you'll find some advantages where your opponent will have a disadvantage. I always
You were paying attention during Tommy Talks tactics.
we do pay attention to each other. yeah, but just like any game, we're all fallible. I mean, we're human, so even if you make mistakes,
Speak for yourself.
it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes and learn. Don't think it's the end of the world. Don't get down upon yourself. Don't make your opponent.
It's a game in the end.
Yeah, it's a game. Have fun. Learn. Sure, there's going to be some positives and negatives, but those are your best.
And you can always blame it on the dice.
Those are your best
It's true,
after
right?
action reviews. What was supposed to happen? What did happen?
What?
And then give yourself, you know, 1 or 2 sustains of what you can continue to do, and then give yourself some improves of what you can do different.
We've got a newer group starting in our area, and everybody, you know, it's they're like, oh, what do I do? Everybody's so worried about being competitive. I'm like, you know, don't, because in the end, that's not going to make you happy, right? You know, competitive will come. The first thing is like find a way that you like to play, and then find a faction, a force that fits your kind of play style, right? And from there, then develop a strategy around your play style. It's just have fun first, right? You know, like find a themed unit you want to do and just stick with that. Like do crazy.
Absolutely.
Because to me, in the end, I'd rather have fun playing a game I lost than having a shitty game that I won.
Absolutely.
You know, so
My,
it's I don't know. It's trying to teach that mechanic. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Absolutely, you're right. And I was going to piggyback that too with, you know, before I've deployed in the past, and someone mentioned to me like, why do you want to be a pawn? I'm like, we're not. We're not always pawns. Sometimes, if you spend all your days counting time, you'll never notice when you need to make time count. Take the time, make time count. Don't worry about the little things. Look at the big picture sometimes. It's life lessons as well. It's just a game. As long as you have fun with the community, and don't forget, you'll see those opponents in the next generation, the next convention, the next time you get together. Maintain those good friendships. You know, don't just be that silent person in the corner. Good pun, huh? I'm just kidding. Meet people, have fun, be neutral, and just have a good time.
These wise words brought to you courtesy of Ares Games and Miniatures. Starcore Industries and Hextech,
And thank you, gentlemen,
who have also sponsored our show tonight.
These are solid groups too.
Because I can't see you guys live, I can't see where the general mood is, but I think it's about time to wrap up. 10:39. We've had a fun show.
And it's still
Nice
early.
laid back. Low stakes. Why? You guys wanted to play another game?
You know, we used to do that. That would be a good question.
Oh, jeez. We used to play till 1 o'clock in the morning. You guys almost broke me.
Usually we're here till midnight, sometimes getting home at 1.
Right.
If we get here early enough and get set up and established, sometimes we can run 2 games. Most times it's let's just focus on 1. What does the fandom feel about that? Do we run them ragged and push them till the limit, or do we just be happy with just what we
Oh, you're trying to break me again?
You know how many times
I'm a fan of the whole
you
before
come
11
in
o'clock
later,
finish time.
or you start swapping personnel out of a stream. That's always fun too.
Ooh, a little tag in, right?
Oh, if you listen to the podcast, it's all the time like, hey, somebody came late. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I just got back
Right.
from this. I'm like, great, good to have you.
Well, unless you guys are able to figure out how to let us see your stream again, I think that kind of thought is moot. Because we
will
can't see your
continue-
stream.
We will always continue improving. We'll never let that go.
That's right.
So, without further
Well, should we
ado,
call it a night?
Thank you for commentating tonight. Thank you to the listeners for being present, and in the future, we'll see you around. You got anything else, Tom?
You bet.
I'm good.
Thanks, everybody.
Gentlemen, last words?
Yes, I shall close out. Thank you very much, everybody who watched, everybody who participated in the chat. Thank you, Goober, for commenting, keeping me company on here tonight. For Tommy and Matt for playing the game, and for our hosts, Ares Games and Miniatures, Hextech, and Starcore Industries. You can get any of those fine products and many, many more, including anything under the sun except for Diablo dice, apparently, at aresgamesandminis.com. So until next time, you guys get out there and roll them dice. We will see you next time here at Thursday Night Throwdown. I like
Keep
it.
those capacitors charged, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night. And the next question is, do you know how to end the stream? Because I can tell you how to do that.